4 cows. This is Argery, and today Gittendunn is not with us. I will be explaining why later. In his place, we have one of his friends, Charlie Cheesemon. Hello there, Charlie.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm just a little tired, but that's about it.
Have you ever played this game before?
I've played it a couple times, and I've fought in many wars in the past centuries.
Oh.
I think I'll be fine.
Oh, okay, good. Well, we are going to start today. We are playing on an unknown map, and we're playing against, well, Napoleon and Kangxi. You ready? Here we go.
Oh no.
What?
Wait, I wasn't ready.
How were you not ready?
Well, I currently have to go to the bathroom. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Okay. Well,
Napoleon says to me, "Are you in a rut? This is the same kind of countryside as the last time we played."
The other, well,
I think he's insulting you for the map.
Oh, probably so. That's fine, Napoleon. I don't care what you're upset about.
I mean, doesn't it seem like he's always upset?
Yeah, it really is.
He's always just like whining about something. It doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter what it is. It seems like he always finds something different to about.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you do this? Because
it's his driving force.
I can be a complaining person. It must be. It really must.
So what society have you chosen to work with today?
Well, I'm working with the Ottomans, who were a valuable ally in 1321. So, let's hope they can serve me well now.
1321, huh?
Yeah.
No.
We fought together in the Philippine War.
Interesting. I have already found Napoleon, which is good. I'm sure that
he's pretty bad at hiding.
I'm sure that means that I've fallen into one of his traps, but hey, I've also found the water.
Probably. Probably so. I mean, if you fall into his trap, geez, I can't believe it. It's the worst thing you could do.
So tell me some about the Ottomans. Actually, the ones you're playing here on the game, not necessarily the actual Ottomans, which apparently you also played with.
Oh, you did? Yeah, they were pretty cool. So for the game, I do not have to buy settlers. So I get settlers for free, but I can only have 25. So my society is like heavily war-based because I can have 175 troops.
Oh.
Which is pretty good, but isn't always the best thing to have. Because it's harder to get resources and to age up.
So you benefit definitely from having treaties.
Yes. If there were no treaties, I would not be able to age up quickly, and I would probably die out fast. Well, I am very thankful for this treaty as we have.
Well, thank you.
But I am confused. Why do we have treaties in war?
Well, you know, just to kind of give everybody
time we'll fight each other next year.
Just to kind of have everybody, you know, Gittendunn doesn't particularly like it whenever I do treaties, but I think that they actually give us a little bit of a...
Speaking of Gittendunn, speaking of him, like, I remember hearing you say something about he couldn't join us, and you explained. So what exactly happened?
Okay.
Because,
so,
I mean, I was just talking to him a couple days ago, and then now you're telling me he couldn't join?
No.
Told me he was going to play, and it was going to be great.
Okay, the deal is, alright, so, to understand everything that happened, you have to understand first that a bookcase fell on him. And...
Oh no, is he okay?
Alright, so the bookcase fell on him, and the people who were around him decided that the best way to get the bookcase off of him was to set it on fire. So,
that's pretty reasonable, honestly.
Well, the thing is, after they set the bookcase on fire,
that's
they realized...
That's how we tortured our enemies back in 1321.
Well, they realized that it was also him on fire, so they thought the best way to put the fire out was to beat it with baseball bats. So he was beaten with the baseball bats, and a bookcase fell on him, and then he was set on fire. Well, actually, the other way. A bookcase, then fire, then
That does not
baseball
sound
bat.
healthy.
No, it really wasn't healthy. He
That doesn't
probably won't
sound
be
too
around
healthy,
for a
honestly.
while.
How long do you think he'll be out of here?
I'm not exactly sure. Probably at least a couple of days. I mean, but he'll probably get back to the computer fairly quickly.
Well, let's hope so. I really want to play that game with him.
Yeah, he,
So,
he has a lot of games that he plays, especially on his other channel, which is just the Gittendunn channel.
In fact, that's how I found him, actually.
Really?
I had just been wandering this device known as YouTube to try and hopefully find potential allies for the next war. And I stumbled across him and saw his ferocious battles against giant dinosaurs, which I have indeed fought, and I know how to struggle. So I decided he would be perfect for my conquest.
So you fought dinosaurs? You fought dinosaurs?
Yes, I fought dinosaurs.
On video games?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In real life.
In real life.
I am over 10,000 years old.
Oh, well that explains a whole lot. Wow. 10,000 years old.
Yeah. That's why I fought with the Ottomans.
Oh, so this is like a nostalgia thing for you.
Indeed.
Oh, well that's sweet.
I miss the Ottomans so much. I will say though, I think these Ottomans don't argue as much as the ones I fought by.
Oh?
The ones I fought by would argue about everything they could. They would argue over resources, money, power, position, troops, and just getting out of hand. I was surprised we even won the war. Might I ask, what age are you in?
I just now hit the button for H2. So I'm kind of going slow, actually.
Oh, that means I'm doing decent, because I just got into H2.
Oh, good. So what are the options?
As well as an experienced player like you.
Well, yeah, that's always a little bit questionable. So what were your options for rewards for getting to H2?
I could either get an outpost or I could get wood. I took the outpost. My civilization, just like the real Ottomans, was a pretty low level, so not much I can do yet.
So what is your tactic for this game? Are you going to, well, obviously you're going to go high military, but right now, what do you have most of your people on resource-wise, or do you have them divided up evenly?
I have them more or less divided up evenly because there is really no good way for my people to get spread out because I have an uneven number.
True.
So I'm just trying my best to get them on any position I can that will do well. Which currently is all of them. Because I need lots of resources.
Yeah.
Also, I am already going to age 3.
Oh, nice. You're good at this.
Yes, getting 3 people is good for the first couple of ages. But then after that, it goes kind of downhill because I get stuck at 25. Also, we have not found yellow, but I could have swore they were over here earlier. I just can't find the town center.
Odd. Maybe they managed to hide. Oh no, there's yellow.
Oh, wait, I walked by here earlier. What?
Maybe your age is making you colorblind.
Maybe it is. We never know these days. What day is it again? Friday?
Well, you know, there's a lockdown going on, so I really have no idea what day it is either. So what other famous people do you know, considering that you've lived 10,000 years?
Da Vinci drew art together.
What? Really?
I also got to hang out with Dracula.
Dracula? Wow. So tell me about Dracula.
Yes.
He sounds pretty hot.
Dracula was my roommate in How to Stab Someone Properly College.
How to
It was
stab?
a great time.
How to Stab Someone Properly College. Wow. I've never heard of that college. What country is
That was
that
the
in?
class. No, that was the class we were taking. The college was how to commit war crimes 101.
Oh, wow.
It was a great college. Indeed, it was a great college.
Well, I mean, if Dracula is going to go to any college, it would probably be that one. Was he a good roommate?
Yeah.
Oh.
How did you know we were roommates?
You said you were roommates.
I did?
Yeah.
I must be forgetful. My old age is going to my head. Yes, we were roommates, and quite frankly, he was a bad roommate.
He was?
He did, yeah. He only took the night classes, but during the day when I would be sitting doing my homework, he would be sleeping on top of the ceiling. He would sleep like a bass facing me.
Oh.
And he would just poop on anything below him, so we had to put a giant trash bag below him, but he would move every night, or every day to him, technically.
Well, you know, bats are pretty bad about the pooping
It was
thing.
awful. But he wasn't a bat. He was a Dracula.
So,
Yeah, I don't know, it was just frustrating.
So, did Dracula ever bite you?
He did on one occasion, but he did not turn me into a vampire. Or not that I remember. I don't have giant teeth, but I will say he did bite me. But he doesn't actually need to bite people for food, for blood.
He doesn't?
His favorite food is shepherd's pie. No, shepherd's pie is his favorite food.
Really? So
Yeah,
he's
he
just
bites people for fun.
wow.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think I'd probably be
Drives
pretty
me
irritated
too.
if somebody was biting me for fun. Well, I mean, you know, and I didn't want them biting me for fun. But
Yeah. It's frustrating after a while.
was he a good student at college?
Oh yes, he was one of the top people for the entire college. There were only 100 people there though.
Mm-hmm.
I must say Stalin did pretty bad at the whole time though. He was never good at the classes.
So you were at college
Most Napoleon.
with Napoleon and Stalin and Dracula.
Yeah.
Oh.
Da Vinci came by once, but left before the first exam.
So, were they living in the dorms too?
No, not all of them. Stalin rode around in this weird snowmobile thing that even though there was no snow. So, it took him out almost to get anywhere. But Da Vinci, he lived in his palace nearby. He didn't come visit often.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Napoleon's explorer is about to get shot.
Oh, good.
Wandering into my base. It's almost dead now. And he's dead.
Oh, speaking of explorers, I need to figure out where Lord Byron is. Oh, Lord Byron is still standing there, being happy that he built something. Wow. You know, there's really not a lot of treasure on this map.
There is not. That makes me sad. Because I need plenty of loot. Luckily I found a decent amount, but not the amount that I want. Also, my aimless guns are pointless. I have these people that are called aimless guns instead of an actual soldiers, and they can do no damage. They're completely worthless.
Sorry to hear that. Well, I'll tell Gittendunn that, like, you expressed concern about his, you know, bookshelf slash fire slash bat injury.
This is the first time something like this has happened. I've never heard such a story in all my years.
Well, I mean, kind of, but, I mean, not exactly. There was this one time, okay, so he was fishing, and he decided that his feet were too hot, so he took off his boots and stuck his feet in the water and got bit by a snapping turtle. And the snapping turtle,
that
of course,
sounds very painful.
Yeah, wouldn't let go. So they decided that the best way to get the snapping turtle to let go was to scare it. And they thought the best way to scare it was to, like, hook him to the back of the truck and drag him for a while. So now he's being drugged by the back of the truck. Snapping turtle actually does let go, but they turned a curve and he kind of, like, swung off of the back of the truck onto this ravine and hit like 20 rocks on the way down. And then whenever he hit the bottom, well, he landed on a bear. And the problem was, the bear got mad, of course, because bears don't particularly like it when people land on them. Or at least, you know, that's kind of the rumor. I mean, I don't want to malign bears or anything. But anyway, so the bear started beating him up. And then he had to run away from the bear.
One bear?
Yeah.
More than one bear beat him up?
Well, yeah.
Oh, he is a win. He didn't beat a bear.
Well, there was like a whole, like, bear convention or something going on, so... Yeah. He got...
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So all the bears were mad at him. And I'm not exactly sure how he got out of that, but he was in the hospital for a while.
I wouldn't be surprised. How long was he in the hospital now?
2.5 years.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And while he was there, that hospital caught on fire.
That's quite some time. How did it catch on fire?
Well, I don't know that it necessarily had anything to do with him, but it did happen after his friends had visited him. So, you know, there's always that possibility.
That is fair. That is fair.
So what age are you in now?
I am in age 4.
Oh, okay. I am not quite
Well,
there.
I'm currently going into age 4.
But I'm getting close. So...
I'm finally getting my factories.
I noticed that, you know, you're not really that high of a level yet because you're just starting this game. Did you have any interesting or unique options whenever you started, as far as cards were concerned?
I did have some interesting cards I could have chosen. But the ones that I was looking at were the Great Bombers.
Oh, the Great Bombers, yeah.
One of the Ultimates, and they are one of the Ultimate's best weapons, even back in 1321. So I thought, yeah, if I get those, then surely I should not lose. Did not lose then, we will not lose now.
Well, that is a pretty good plan.
That was my thought. How are you doing so far for the game?
So far for the game, I'm doing pretty good. I don't really have a lot of stuff set up except for my houses. And I don't even have a market set up yet, but I need to. Oh, and I've got a livestock pen, of course. But one of the cards...
These silver mines are trash. And we have 2,000 coins. Awful. Garbage.
One of the cards that I've got in now is one that helps me get through my livestock pen quicker. So I'm getting my food production up at a faster rate, and that is very helpful. So.
That sounds helpful.
Yeah.
I have pet jaguar.
You do? Well, that's awesome.
Yes. I have pet jaguar.
I mean, in the game or in real life?
Gun slaves. Both.
Oh, okay.
The one in real life isn't as nice, though. That one attacks me if I pet it after 4 o'clock.
Oh, why just the arbitrary number of 4 o'clock?
Because it's afraid of 5.
Oh.
I'm not sure why, but it's after 4 o'clock.
Is it afraid of 7?
Crazy. No.
You know why it would be afraid of 7?
It's not afraid of 7.
Because 7, 8, 9.
No, why?
Because yes, I know. Actually, I think that if I actually get a title as a warlord, it should be that. It should be Argery the Bad Punner. Because most of my puns are pretty bad.
And your tactics too.
Oh, you think my tactics are bad? Actually, I really can't argue with that.
Civilization is worse.
Hey, we'll hold it together.
I'm not doing as good as you for this game. I'm not doing too good for this game.
Yeah?
Yes. Those gold mines are absolute pieces of dog poop. I have no gold whatsoever. I will say though, I am quite tired of having to build houses. So many houses.
Did you just assign one person to it like Gittendunn always does?
Yes. I believe he calls it the house campaign?
Yes. And he always names his he always names his house guy Bob, after Bob the Builder.
But this one's a female, so Bob is not the right name. I will name her Janet.
Oh, Janet the Builder, huh?
Uh-huh. Janet will build me 17 houses. I am already starting on my heavy artillery. One is already ready to go.
Awesome.
Indeed.
So, what are your, like, whenever you set up an army, how do you like to set it up?
I want a good number of cannons to go with a good number of, I can't think. A good number of troops. But I want more troops than cannons because the troops are there to take all the bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Stalin agreed on one thing. No retreating and use the weak to take the bullets.
I think
it is a good method, and I agree.
I think my main tactic is, you know, blow a lot of stuff up.
That is a good tactic.
Yeah.
I remember blowing up Napoleon's house in 1562.
1562, huh?
He insulted my second in command. We blew up his entire house.
I'm sure he didn't like that. I'm sure there were a lot of baguettes that, like, flew out of the house and, like, hit people in the head. It's probably the most damage that Napoleon's ever done to anybody.
It was pretty bad. The baguettes flew down to the poor. Actually, we could have collected them in time. One of my stupid settlers is being worthless. They wouldn't mine gold like I told them to.
Now, were you able to set up, like, a trading post or anything?
No, they're all out of my area.
Oh, that's not good.
So I sit here crying. It's not really crying.
So,
I
when
can send in boat.
you can send in a boat?
Yes, I do not know what good it will do, but I will send an approach later.
Well, they may do a water battle attack, but I mean, I don't know that they will. I haven't even bothered with boats. But I will admit, I don't really particularly like the water battles that much. Gittendunn does. But to me, they
I am
just...
afraid of the water.
You're afraid of the water?
Indeed.
Is that like a 10,000-year-old thing or something?
Boats.
What?
That happened 4,321 years ago.
Oh.
It was a tragic day.
So, I mean, would you rather, like, if you have to transverse the water, would you rather just, like, ride a dinosaur?
I'm sorry I did not hear you, but King Z said, I hope this does not represent your whole army, and pointed at my small band of scouts.
Oh. He's kind of a smack talker, too.
I will kill him first. I will kill him first. You can kill Napoleon.
Oh, good. I mean, because honestly, that probably is my favorite thing to do.
I would love to, but I need to get my honor back. As a freaking king's thing.
So what I was asking was, if you have to go across the water, given that you don't like boats, would you rather just like ride a dinosaur?
No, I would not cross it at all. I would tell them, build 5 bridges connected to each other, then I would cross it. It would take them days, but they would do it. Or else they would be killed.
I mean, technically you'd still be crossing the water, you just wouldn't be in the water if you're crossing a bridge.
I'm not trust it either. I do not want to get in it, I refuse to be near it.
So, how do you stay clean?
Oh, I take shower.
Oh, but not in the water?
That's not in water, that is water hitting you.
Oh, well, okay.
There's a difference between getting in and showering.
Oh, so it's the process of actually getting in the water that bothers you. Okay.
Yes. One of the soldiers just died.
I mean, so, say, for instance, if you were on fire, instead of, people hitting you with baseball bats, you would be completely okay with them, like, running a hose over you.
No. No, I would not.
So you don't want a hose?
I would tell them, no. Because that is still kind of like getting in water.
Oh, okay.
That is heavy water, while if you take a shower, it is light water. There is a difference. Red, get lost, this is mine. Put an outpost here. I do not want one. It's mine.
So far, how are you liking the game?
I think it is pretty good, but I want more killing, more death.
Well, that'll happen at the end of the treaty. So, right now, I'm showing our audience your settlement, which is very beautiful, by the way. I like how you've put the houses, spaced them out nicely and everything, and whoa, you have a big pile of bombs. You've got a massive thing of cannons over here. So these are the great bombers.
Indeed, they're great, just not for my enemies.
Oh no, they're not great for your enemies at all. Your civilization is actually very attractive.
Thank you. I assume compliment.
Yes.
I never understood those.
You don't understand compliments?
10,000 years. No. Even to this day, they confuse me. Stupid Napoleon. He drained all the mine's resources.
Well, that sounds like him.
Now we have to go build plantation. And waste more coal to build plantation. One Napoleon's fault. Well, the civilization I built is okay. The buildings themselves are quite ugly, in my opinion.
Oh, you don't like those, huh?
No.
Oh, so...
The style, it's too past. Yeah.
But, I mean, aren't you from the past?
I'm in the present, though. That is the difference.
Oh.
Yes, I will get this. Did I get some gold?
Yeah. So, you said that you weren't a vampire, but you are immortal?
Indeed.
Okay, well, how exactly did that happen?
One day, back in, I believe it was the year 5,000, no, it was 4,321 AD.
Mm-hmm.
And, I came upon a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And, he asked what I wanted before his dying breath, and I said immortality. And he said, your wish is my command. Almost like a genie, but he died after the first one. Very strange. I'll never forget his name.
What was it?
I think it was John.
So you think it was John, but
John,
you'll never
maybe,
forget it, huh?
It might have been Judith. I can't quite remember.
Oh, well. All these J names, it gets confusing.
Exactly.
So did you meet him?
After I became immortal, I
What?
started my conquest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
After I became immortal, I started my conquest of the world.
Well, as
Why are
one
you
would.
cutting down tree?
Who?
Look at this. Out of everything this one settler could be doing, that mill right there, no, they want to cut down the tree.
Hmm.
Look at this.
Is it in the way of? Is it in the way of the tree?
No. The tree isn't. My mill is in the way of the tree. The tree was there first.
Oh.
Janie the pet jaguar is yet somehow still alive.
Oh, good.
I am surprised they are alive this long. I do not think they would last.
So you have a jaguar to go to battle with
I
you.
started my army campaign.
Oh, good.
It probably ended. I will say though, I am a little worried. Mainly with the fact that I am running slim on resources. Mainly food now.
Yeah, I am too right now, but I just called in more cows, so that won't happen for very much longer. Yeah, there we go.
I do not have cows.
You don't?
I guess I can eat jaguar. I guess I can eat some jaguar.
Well, I don't think you should. I mean, that is one of your battle companions. Which, technically, given the name of the station, I probably shouldn't be eating the cows, but hey, here we are. So.
Okay. Now I need to... we hit something. I think it was the metal chains that go to my iron gate. We'll have to deal with that later.
So do you live in a
I do
castle?
have a problem though. No. I live underground.
You
in
live
the deepest,
underground.
darkest tunnels of the earth. Yes. I'm surprised I was actually able to play. If it's laggy, it's because I do live underground, so little laggy. I just clicked the button and I don't know what to do. Also, I have boat.
You have boat now? Okay, that's great. Nice.
Yellow has boat.
Yeah, yellow does have boat. Well, I suppose I
Look at Yellow's boat as soon as I can.
build some sort
I'm
of...
just seeing if they have boats. I'm checking to see if they have more boats.
Mm-hmm.
I see more of Yellow's boats. They look to be gathering fish,
Okay, so they're not...
while Red does not have boats. Oh, Yellow has dangerous boats. Good to know. Oh, they both have boats.
Mm-hmm.
They have boats. They have dock.
Okay, well, I'm building a dock too then.
Good to know they have boats.
So...
I'm currently running out of room to train my soldiers.
So when the battle starts, what do you particularly want to send in first? Your cannon fodder people, or what?
The people that take the cannon fodder will go first.
Oh, okay.
Because if they die, it's no real loss.
Well, you know, I kind of always have ideas about how the battle should go, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of the times I end up in the situation where I have a bunch of soldiers who just sort of stand around and let my rockets do all the work. And I've never quite figured out why that is, but it's how things tend to be.
That's not that bad, honestly. It could be worse if you think about it. I plan on building a fort as soon as I can.
Yeah, I've got one set up already too.
But the difference is, I plan on building it here.
Oh, okay.
Right where Yellow's army is. He and Yellow are going to clash in battle. And they are going to lose. Look, I can already see the puny army.
Oh, that is a pretty
The
puny
shaking
army.
is not the earth, it was my army marching over it.
Mm.
You should be feared. They think their army is big, is puny. We'll squash it underfoot. Oh, they have gun that is shooting my soldiers.
Well, yeah, that's always kind of a problem.
I'm retreating them to a different location so that they cannot shoot my soldiers within the battle. I thought it was trees, P.T.
There is a pretty pretty
two
bit.
armies here, and still by me. They want to lose, I can tell.
There is a peace treaty, but the problem is, the watchtowers will still shoot you, the outpost towers. So
It is not trees, P.T. Trees, P.T. It is lie. Cannons, you're going too far. Y'all were about to get shot. My backup has arrived.
oh, good.
I have the city surrounded, and their armies are outnumbered. I could already shoot this if the timing is up.
Okay, I'm switching.
I'm going to use my boat to attack from the side. They have more boats than me, though.
How many boats do you have right now?
One. is to scout.
I have got 3. But they're not really that big.
Well, they have close to 5. You go for Napoleon. His army is already here. He will be undefended.
Okay.
This shall be an easy battle. And an easy war.
Okay. Where's Napoleon? Okay.
At 10 seconds, I'm going to move my other army here.
Okay.
So they have nowhere to run. Why need so many rockets? You need idiots to get in front of those. Having just rockets isn't good.
Well, I don't just
You
have
need
rockets.
men to get shot instead of rockets. Also, I see war cows.
Well, it's always a good
Destroy
thing.
that first.
Huh?
An extra town center. Destroy his other town center. Red has left the battle here. They know you are coming.
Oh, okay.
You are also getting shot by outposts.
Oh, okay, thank you. Guys, I told you not to go over that far. Idiots.
And the battle commences.
Yes, the battle commences.
And I kill all the men. And I build my fort. This is why you build idiots to get in front of the weapons. So they take all the bullets through the head. While my cannons sit in the back firing shot after shot to kill them.
In all of your years of war and such like, what has been your favorite weapons to use?
I have to go with great goblins.
Oh,
They're
wow.
the strongest thing I've ever found. Also, Euro says, even though my headquarters is gone, that will not stop me.
Sure it will.
Yeah, but after your civilization is gone, I think you'll stop. Now I'm being attacked from the sea. The boats came and killed off a bunch of my great boats. They killed my boat. Engzi surrendered.
Yes, he did.
I'm marching towards red. I'm on my way towards red. Look at the army coming. He knows he is lost.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a big army. Now, kill all those people there, yeah.
Don't worry, they're doing their job just fine. Napoleon surrendered.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Well, sir, that was a very
It
impressive
took 2
game.
minutes to beat them.
Yeah, kind of did, but that was really impressive, and I really enjoyed meeting you and hearing all your stories. Maybe we can beat people up sometime together again. So.
Thank you. I hope next time we play. Indeed, I hope next time we play, Gittendunn can join us.
Oh,
but if
that's
not, that would still be nice to play with you again.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Score-wise.
I will let you take it out the video.
Yeah. I got 803 points. You got 600 points. Even number. Let's see. Kang Shi just got 97.
Indeed, that's bonus for getting even.
Yeah, and Napoleon only got 145.
Skill points for getting 600 even.
Yeah. Well, everybody.
It's surprising he had that much skill.
Yeah. would you like to outro us and tell everybody, you know, goodbye and all that stuff?
Good. Like and subscribe right now or a great bomb would show up at your house. Bye.
Yeah, what he said. This has been More Cows. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Bye.